Brad, can you give me 3 predictions for the next 5 years?
Well, I think one of them will be place shifting will become as important as time shifting, and moving people, consuming video content and consuming media outside the home is going to be as prevalent as perhaps time shifting is today with the DVRs and VOD. So I think that's something that we're going to look for. I think that cell phones are going to replace PCs as the second screen. I think that we're going to see that every 18 months or so, people buying new cell phones, they're continuing to have new enhancements like GPS, as I referred to earlier, about the ability to watch live TV on a handheld device is coming, treating it as like an antenna, the way you had to do with your home and watching over-the-air broadcasts. And I think at some point Microsoft is looking into being able to access Word and Excel and other their applications on a handheld device. You'll be able to perhaps even read books on a handheld device, although Jeff Bezos doesn't think that's going to happen. So I think cell phones will be more and more of an important device, and of course there are a lot of marketing applications there. And I think also, technology is making more and more local media obsolete. These terms like metros and DMAs, when you're dealing with the internet, you're dealing with satellite, there's no geographic footprint. So I think we're going to see more and more types of global type media plans. I think there's a global youth market out there that's going to strike down the barriers. The U.S. may not lead everything all the time. That this is a huge country and a huge world, and I think that there'll be more and more of a global application. Just an example, Amazon, with Kindle, and you can download the New York Times anywhere in the world. People not New York are just necessarily going to read it. You can read it in any place at any time, and I think that kind of makes local media. It's going to be a little tougher for local media to do that. But that said, we're going to have a digital set-top box and these types of information that people are collecting. The local media can come down to just into the house, let alone a zone, a particular geographic zone. So I think that's one as well.
What would you say has been your most accurate prediction?
I don't think I've had any accurate.
Of course you have.
Oh my gosh, the most accurate prediction. I can tell you the inaccurate prediction.
Okay.
I said in 1985 that 15-second commercials are going to be the standard commercial length by 1992. And I've been wrong now for 17 years. Although I did find out that in 2008 that almost 40% of all network TV commercials were 15 seconds. So perhaps I'm getting there. There's just a little delay. So I always remember that. But I had a rationale, and I felt very comfortable with it. It just didn't come to fruition. That's my worst. That's my worst prediction. I was told years ago by Ellen Johnston that don't make any predictions because you're just going to be wrong. So I generally, you try and forecast things. I thought that last year's upfront wasn't going to be as strong as it was. I thought it'd be about $8 billion. It wound up $9.2 billion. So certainly, you try and do what you can as a forecaster, but that's hard to do. There's a lot of variables that go into that. So I try and I try and be as accurate with the rationale as possible.
It's a good policy.
Yes.